suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onnoghen, has finally resigned his appointment. In a letter he submitted to President Muhammadu Buhari, Justice Onnoghen said he was resigning with immediate effect. The letter was submitted on Thursday evening, a day after the National Judicial Council (NJC) recommended that he be compulsorily retired for misconduct. But before his resignation, Law Weekly spoke to some lawyers on the NJC's decision on him and the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, a decision which was not made public but communicated to the President. Also showing on the program, lawyers react to the NSAS call and the need for the speedy passage of the Nigerian Police Reform Bill, plus our recap of the top trending stories from the courtrooms. Hello and welcome to the program. I am Shola Shiedi. On Wednesday, the 3rd of April, the National Judicial Council (NJC) reconvened in an emergency meeting to consider the report of the 5-man committee constituted to investigate the allegations of misconduct made against the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onnoghen, and the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Mohammed. After the meeting, a press release by the Council's Director of Information, Soji Oye, says the NJC decided that the allegations relating to assets declaration that were leveled against Justice Onnoghen were sub judice and therefore abstained from considering them. The Council also reached a decision on the petitions written by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) and others and conveyed its decision to President Muhammadu Buhari. The Council also resolved that by the nature of the decision reached, it would be inappropriate to publicize it before conveying it to Mr. President. Hours after that news broke, reports online suggest that the Council has recommended Justice Onnoghen for compulsory retirement. If this turns out to be the true position, what do legal practitioners make of the development? Many senior advocates declined to speak and would rather wait for some sort of official confirmation, but we have the views of some other senior lawyers.
No, quite frankly, I believe the NJC should have awaited the outcome of the CCT proceedings, because this man is already affronted with this CCT proceedings that is getting protracted every day, with EFCC adding more to it and all that. To now come and make a pronouncement from NJC, it's like adding a very big burden on the man's shoulders. The man will obviously be disjointed. His thoughts may not be focused to enable him face the proceedings before the CCT. So, frankly, NJC should have waited. One way or the other, the CCT will finish their proceedings very soon, and then the NJC can now come up with their position. But to begin to let the man know, look, you are going on retirement, it's like another way of making a pronouncement on the man's guilt. Because if the CCT concludes their proceedings today and the man is free, then obviously means even if he's going on retirement, he goes on retirement honorably. But for you to say he's retired before the CCT proceedings will come to an end, that means the NJC have already taken a position, and it's not right.
It's legal for the NJC to recommend to the President the removal or the suspension of any judicial office as emphasized in the third schedule, paragraph 21 of the 1999 Constitution. So it's legal. So the NJC are privy to the investigation, and they've come out with their conclusions, of which we don't have any report. I don't have personally any report as to that effect, but they have made some recommendation to the President, which is legal. So it's left for the President to vet on it and take actions thereafter. So it's legal in law. But I believe that the Constitution has to be amended to take out the powers of the executive arm of government interfering with another arm of government, which is the judiciary. So I believe until that particular section of provision is being amended, there's nothing we can do. Anything the NJC has taken, decision they took yesterday was legal.
The recommendation is coming too early, more so when the case is pending in court. They have made their points clear that they were going on no case submission, which they have done. It was rejected. and then he was asked to step up to open his defense, which he has done, and then it is for address. So to me, in the next 3-4 weeks, judgment will be given. As far as I'm concerned, they shouldn't have even brought in this report at this particular hour. They should have waited. If the court says the man has been cleared, it is not left for the man to apply his discretion to see whether to retire in view of the circumstances or to continue. But personally, whether cleared or not, I will advise the man to retire because tension is already built up. He has been battered. To retire honorably.
The decision of the NJC on the CJN matter, in the interest of justice, to me, is right by retiring him instead of dismissing him, or because at this stage he has not been found culpable. The matter is still on. He just concluded his defense. So until the decision of the Code of Conduct Tribunal comes out and then find him culpable, then NJC will now have the basis for dismissing him. So what they did to him is fair. To me, it is fair.
Section 292, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution says that a judicial officer shall not be removed from office before his age of retirement, except in the following circumstances. Subsection I, the Chief Justice of Nigeria. He shall be removed by the President acting on an address supported by 2/3 majority of the Senate. It remains to be seen if the President would explore this option and retire the suspended CJN, or whether he will wait for the law to run its full course and for the case against Justice Onnoghen to be concluded at the Code of Conduct Tribunal. For the acting CJN, Justice Mohammed, the coast seems clear for him to succeed Justice Onnoghen as the substantive CJN, especially as the NJC appears to have cleared him of any infractions.